We begin with a Latenight Speechbubble logo coming into live. The live studio audience camera turns down and moves downward towards the main studio, where we see Mike standing in the center. Before he faces towards the live studio audience and does double finger guns, only to be interrupted by another Mike, who runs from the side of the stage, tackles him, and drags him over to the back of the desk, where from behind the desk, we don't get to see, but we just hear a scuffle going on. There's purchase throws. At one point, a couple of the hands fly out. One of the Mike's heads at some points rolls away before being dragged back by one of the hands. And finally, Mike Standee, one of them, stands over the desk, pulls back his hair, does like where he puts his hands at the bottom of his face and then pulls back to like slick back his hair, and all of the bruises and stuff is gone. Followed by just a side view of one of the left stage of like just a pair of legs being dragged away by a pair of hands. And Mike Standee finally says, "Your host with the most, at your behest. Mike Standee at your service. Welcome everybody to the Late Night Speech Bubble. Tonight we have a pretty impressive guest with us for tonight's interview. Now, don't be alarmed. This place might be haunted, and while he may be a ghost catcher, he's no player too. Tonight we are featuring Lucius Marcutio and Avi."
Yes.
What was Lucius doing right before this?
Just because I think it would be so fucking funny, I think he was doing chores around the house.
Oh, absolutely. It's always funny, like in the intro of the Mario and Luigi games where he's doing the clothes outside in the clothesline.
Yeah. He's just an ordinary day in Fruit Country. Lucius is doing his laundry. Marion's out traveling. He's about to go traveling as well. And like, well, all of a sudden.
And if you want to post the art of what Lucius looks like right now.
Oh yes, I literally just finished it. Lucius looks like
Perfect.
this. He's dressed in an all green suit dress. It's got like a suit on top and like this kind of like high-low, high-cut situation with the actual like skirt part like right on his where like a breast pocket would be. There's a fire flower a flame flower, excuse me, pinned to his suit, and he's got like a bow tie and everything. Still has the gloves.
Amazing.
He has no idea what's going on, but he's here now.
Of course. And as he's pushed slightly forward by a pair of like gloved hands that are invisible, you see Mike Standee say like, Lucius Marcutio, everyone, coming all the way from Fruit Country. And the clap in the audience.
Yeah, Lucius kind of like walks in and he like gives a wave to the audience before he's just kind of like oh, mamma mia, that's a lot of people.
Oh, don't worry, my friend. We're getting plenty of views tonight. This is being broadcast live.
Do you know that Mario and Luigi are like Paper Mario, like speech bubble with the exclamation point?
Yes.
That's what happens.
Oh my goodness. Mike comes from behind the desk and goes over to Lucius and offers a hand to shake.
Oh yeah, he's gonna shake.
Fantastic.
He has no idea
Welcome,
who this is.
Mike Standee at your service. It's good to have you tonight, Lucius.
A pleasure to be here. I suppose. What's going on?
Mr. Mercutio, can I just call you Lucius?
Lucius is a fine. Mr. Marcutio is my brother.
Well, Lucius, you're the Latenight Speechbubble, and you're here for an interview tonight.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. He knows some things.
That's all you need to know. There's nothing else.
That's it. That's it. He's here. He's having a time.
Fantastic. So, walking over to the interview desk and having Lucius sit down, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Mike begins with an opening question of, now, Lucius, it's a great honor to have you. You're an exceptional man of many talents, from what I understand. Doctor, plumber, ghost hunter, of all things.
Oh, yeah.
How do you find time to do all this?
Oh god, that is a good question. He just goes, to be honest, a lot of the adventures is really with my brother, but I just seem to have like a lot of hands in a lot of different things, and sometimes people like to call me for help, and I can't say no. I like to help people.
Oh, you definitely have trouble saying no, even when I don't know if you have a name for this, but what would the Waffle Kingdom from Thousand Year Door be?
Oh my god. I just rewatched The 1,000-Year Door, and you know what's awful?
What?
The playthrough I watched did not talk to Luigi because it was way back when YouTube still had a 10-minute time limit.
Oh no.
So I barely remember anything from it.
I surprisingly enough, this is one of the only things that I have an expertise on, because I've played so much of the 1,000-Year Door. It would be Paper Luigi and the Marvelous Compass. Okay. That's the name of the story.
Okay. All right, Waffle Kingdom. Let's just go Pancake Kingdom. Why not?
Fantastic. I mean, you've gone on adventures all on your own, some all the way out in the all the way out in the haunted manors of. Does this place have a name? What does the Dark Moon location have? Oh
God.
Hold on. We can skip that part. All the way out in locations like Haunted Manors, and even all the way down to the Pancake Kingdom yourself. Even if you do travel mostly with your brother, you do have plenty of talents of your own.
Well, sometimes you want to branch out a little bit, you know.
And that does come with something I'd love to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Does it ever feel like your brother is overshadowing you?
Overshadowing? No. Marion's is a very, very good brother. Yes, he's been a very amazing brother to me, especially. But I've never felt overshadowed by a Marion. He's well, sure, he does a lot of exciting things, and he's a lot more popular than me. But I don't mind at all. See, I'm actually not all that great with the attention. Honestly, I'm he kind of lifts his hands. They're shaking, a little nervous being here tonight.
Oh, no need to worry, Lucius. It's only and there's a counter that comes down, showing how many people are watching this right now. About that amount of people watching you at the moment.
That's a steal a lot.
Now, you've tussled with some high and mighty enemies out there, all the way from the, uh, all the way even down to the. Has Super Paper Mario happened?
Super Paper Mario?
Yeah,
Yes.
it has happened. Cool,
It is fucked up, but yes.
fantastic. Good to know. Even been yourself one of the things that your brother has fought before, haven't you?
Well, I can't exactly say I was in my right mind for that one. Um, though I suppose it would be more accurate to say that he kind of like scratches a finger at the side of his face and he says that Jester was really the one responsible.
Quite. Let's show that. Why don't we? And a screen comes down showing the multitude fights of Mr. L.
He kind of looks at it, and he kind of looks at Mike, and then looks at the audience, and he just goes, "I don't think it's a good look on me."
Can you repeat that one? Sorry, I have trouble understanding the last part.
Oh, I don't think it's a good look on me.
I mean, it's not like you were at fault for most of it. Jester, right?
Well, I suppose, but still, people who got hurt because of me. I don't know why and pronounce the H that way.
How did you pronounce it?
I did the hard like kind of noise. I'm like, that's not how you pronounce hurt.
Oh,
This accent, man.
Mr. L was quite the character, I will say. Had a lot of inner turmoil, is the best way to put it, towards your brother.
Well, I suppose, but even then, no matter what, I love my brother very much. Marion is. He kind of pauses and he says, Marion means the world to me, and I would not be here if it weren't for him.
Aw, quite a beautiful sentiment. I mean, you have been together since you were young, haven't you?
Oh, very young.
Quite. Even at your earlier stages of your life, you've been having adventures since you were children. And on the screen,
It's fucking Yoshi's.
yeah,
Fucking-
Yoshi, like,
I don't have an XP name for Yoshis yet, but they are definitely the same colorful dinosaurs.
yeah, just like a bunch of Yoshis throwing Marion around. Uh, while Lucius is stuck inside of the castle with Bowser,
Just
baby Bowser specifically, or baby Bowser.
these dinosaurs should not be raising children. Well, I can't say I remember that one. I was a baby.
Quite. I mean, even your brother has had multiple adventures as a child. And there was the one time where you did have an adventure with yourself.
Oh, are you talking about the haunted mansion, or the one with the time travel, or he's like trying to start listing off. He's probably like coming up with some like. There's probably been like adventures that have happened where like there have been like duplicates and whatnot, but like.
I mean, 3D world.
3D world.
And then there's just like, yeah, every single time you mention one of those, and they show up on the screen, it's just like Mike like starts going through like his sheets, and then he like reaches down and pulls out like more sheets and like, you've definitely had a lot of adventures as he's looking through them.
Lucius just kind of shrugs helplessly. I suppose that's what happens when you're an adventurer.
You ever have a quiet week?
Oh yeah, sometimes when sorry, that came out a lot better than expected.
That was very good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sometimes when I'm running stuff on my own, I have to sit and watch the house, and I don't mind. I get to do a lot of housework. I get to clean and I cook, and sometimes I will go say hi to the Takis in the Munchroom town.
Quite. Maybe hope for a visit from a certain special someone. And then hold on.
Sorry, he
Well,
kind of like his pink his cheeks go a little like shade of pink, and he's just kind of looks away. I do not perceive.
what's the name of Princess Susie's kingdom? If you don't mind me asking, is it still Sarasaland?
I don't actually know because Snail's the one who has Susie.
Okay, we'll just put Sarasaland for now.
Yeah.
And just say, Princess Susie of Sarasaland, perhaps ring any bells?
Oh well, yes, she's a very pretty and very strong and
Or perhaps you're waiting for a visit from far away, all the way in the Bean Kingdom from Prince Peasley. And we just see, we see multiple scenes of Lucius not holding hands, but like getting a kiss from Prince Susie, and then another one of Prince Peasley giving Lucy's a rose.
You fucking his face just goes from pink all the way to a bright shade of red, and he just puts his face in his hands.
You still keep that rose in your room, don't you?
Just a very muffled maybe.
Or perhaps you're even waiting from someone else, someone much darker in your lives.
Is this a nod to the fucking Dowser?
Yes, this is a not the Dowser. We just hear Dowser's theme Sting play in the background.
The Sting from the Paper Mario 1000-Year Door. The da, da,
Yeah.
da.
Yeah. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
And he's just like, I know a lot of people who are very handsome and are very pretty. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, there is nothing wrong. It's just, giving the people what they want. I'm sure they'd love to hear what your thoughts on this subject are. Let's hope neither of them are watching the show tonight. And then you see the numbers been going up.
Oh my god.
On the counter.
He's just sweating nervously. This interview so far has been teasing Lucius.
Great.
Oh god, what does he say? Well, you know, it's a very scary thing to admit the feelings to someone like any of them, really. But I do have a lot of admiration for anybody who can work up the courage to say something about that, especially to write to someone that they like.
No, wait, there we go. That's the one. We want to do the cute noise. Quite. Now, before I get to the final subject of my questionnaire, I would like to ask of your ghost hunting escapade.
Oh, uh-oh.
What are the boos called?
I don't have an
They
XP name. I have. Okay, I have XP names for the toads, the Goombas and the Koopas. I don't, and technically the bombs, but like I don't have an XP name for boos, and I'm just like,
What do ghosts say? Ooh, ooze.
Ooze. Ooh. My gosh, I don't know.
We can just go with King Boo for now.
Okay.
Now you seem to have quite the rivalry with a king of the boos, don't
you? He kind of shrugs and he says, I don't know if I would call that a rivalry. He just kind of haunts the places that I end up ghost busting.
Has Luigi's Mansion 3 happened?
I'm gonna be honest, I have not gone into Luigi's Mansion 3.
Really?
Not yet.
Oh, you're missing out. You are missing out. That's it. It's a very good game. We can say it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
Even still, you seem to catch yourself in his foiling his plans more often than not, and you found. Wait, what's the name of Egad?
Eureka.
Eureka?
Yeah.
Yeah. And finding yourselves amongst Professor Eureka for helping him with his inventions, don't you?
Well, Professor Eureka's quite eccentric, and he asks for my help with his inventions quite a lot anyway. But with the king, well, it's he kind of takes a moment to try and like think of how to phrase it, and he's just like, sometimes I just end up there. The first time I just got a letter and he was already there, you know, and after that you just kind of get used to it, I suppose. Sometimes you have a rivalry and you don't know it turns into a rivalry until long after. I'm pretty sure that's what happened with Mary and Adalsa too.
Interesting. Not making note of anything. He's just begins looking through his giant stack of papers for you guys.
It's probably like covering the entire desk with how many papers there are.
Like he takes out like multiple cases of like discs of like Super Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Sunshine, Lucius Mansion, Dark Moon, throwing them all off the table. Oh. Before final landing. Now, your brother, quite the eccentric individual, isn't he?
Oh, well, I don't know if I would use an eccentric to describe him.
I mean, he seems to travel a lot, leaving you home by yourself.
Well, I don't mind, really. Marion prefers to travel, and I prefer to stay at home. I like to take a nap sometimes.
Is that the truth, Lucius? Or perhaps should we talk about a certain journal underneath your home?
Sweating.
Lucius, there's no need to lie here, mostly because you can't. Shall I, or should you, as he takes
He
out
kind of
very
like
much
brings up his hands and he's just like waving and it's like, okay. Sometimes I do get jealous that Marion goes off without me, but sometimes, when I think about it again, I just get a little nervous just thinking about, all those things you have to do because adventuring is a lot, you know. You're facing up against these creatures and these monsters that are very, very scary, and sometimes that is a lot for a person, you know. And I do like to adventure with my brother, and I feel safer with him there. But Marion is much more cut out for it than I am. I am not a very how you say very brave sometimes. I get scared very, very easily. But I admire Marion for his ability to just not to give up even when something really scary is happening. Sorry, you got him there.
Yeah. Aw. While he's saying that he gets scared very easily, we see multiple scenes of Lucius running away, yelling, in like haunted mansions or like creepy forests or whatever that adventure might entail.
And he's just like, so maybe I do get a little bit jealous, but it's mostly because I love to spend time with my brother. And seeing him with all these friends he's making, and I think to myself, Lucius, you can do the same thing, but I can't do it exactly the same thing that Marion does, because I am not Marion. I'm a Lucius Marcutio, and I am my own person, and I can do things without the Marion, and I can do things that Marion does not do. But that is not me, and I do not like my brother. I love my brother very much.
It's a combination of this and also like less of the claps and more of the claps. You tell him, Lucius. Look at you standing up for yourself.
Oh, sorry, I did go off it like that.
In front of thousands of people, nonetheless.
Oh no.
None the matter. It's good to see that you do have a very healthy relationship with your brother.
Oh yes, Neri and I, sometimes we are, all that we have, all we have is each other. God, can I say a sentence in this accent without saying
I think it's part of it.
Give me a second. I'm trying to figure out what exactly he wants to say so like I can actually put it into words and then also do it with the accent.
Oh no, please take your time.
He's like, and you know, sometimes the most important thing is to be able to talk to my brother, you know? Sometimes we talk to each other and we know exactly what we need most of the time. And if I need to take a break and rest at home while Marion is off exploring Inkwell or something, Marion understands. Marion writes letters, and maybe I'm about to go meet with him because I'm finally working up the courage to go on another adventure too. But, you know.
Why don't we check up on your brother a second? See what he's doing right now. And, Avi, what's Marion doing right now?
I think, I'm gonna be real, I think he's about to, like, ride a train to Valestown.
Fantastic.
Because I kid you not, as of current FPS, as of recording, he has an FPS in Valestown tomorrow.
Fantastic. So, we see Marion on the screen, packing up for a train ride, or I guess maybe standing on the train platform.
You want to be real? It's probably another situation like chapter 6 of Thousand Year Door, where he had to help the train station in order to get the train moving before he could even go.
Of course. Solving a murder on the fucking train station.
Very fitting for Billstown.
Yeah. Honestly, very good setting. He's about to call who the murderer is.
For real.
Nowhere he can go without getting himself into trouble, can he?
Well, that's how Marion is. Sometimes he just attracts the trouble. Or sometimes trouble just defines him.
Well, I think this has been a very fruitful interview, Mr. Lucius. Is there anything else you'd like to add for the audience at home?
Oh gosh, what does he say? Because he would say something. God, I had it and I lost it. Hang on.
Take your time.
Well, if there's one thing that I ever learned over the years, is that you should never ever give up. He just gives a thumbs up to the audience.
Well, thank you, Lucius. And as the theme song begins to play, Mike stands from behind the desk and goes over to shake Lucius's hands. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, everybody. And thank you for joining me, Lucius, in another special episode of the Late Night Speech Bubble.
Well, thank you for having me here.
No worries. Now, while I have you here, the bathroom in the studio does have a plumbing problem. Do you think you could assist a little bit?
Oh, absolutely. Just pointed me in the right direction.
Fantastic. And Lucius is dragged off stage left to see some of the backstage that I don't think anybody ever sees. There's some food there from from Noodles FPS that they mentioned, where they mentioned catering from there, and so there's food from there now. And yeah, you're shown to the backstage where the bathroom is to assist in helping it. Everybody's sent back home, and I think that's it.
Fucking Lamau. Lucius gets kidnapped for an interview and a plumbing job.
Of course. What else is it supposed to do?
Fair.
All right.
That is
And
hilarious.
I think that's it. All right. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to stop recording now. Bye-bye.
Bye. I'm also going to stop recording. Bye.